blood in my heart to be, because I'm trying to leave a legacy to my daughter. You see, when you realize where we are right now in cryptocurrency, you need to try to maximize it. Try to maximize it. And I'm gonna say this, even though I don't give financial advice, I give crypto advice. My crypto advice to you is get in with everything that you got. That's not going to take any bread and butter off the table. Keep little Johnny out of a pair of shoes. Keep little Susie from getting her braces. Or you paying your rent. Everything else, put it in the cryptocurrency. You're thinking about buying a $3,500 player, a grand piano someplace? Don't. Put it in the cryptocurrency. You're thinking about buying a pair of $120, $150 shoes? Don't. Buy some $10 or $15 shoes from Payless on BOGO Day and put the rest in the cryptocurrency. If you're thinking about eating out, when you know you make better food than the restaurant you're about to go to, don't go out. Put it in the cryptocurrency. Once you decide to put it in the cryptocurrency, you got to make sure you're educated. Now, we know there's the Bitcoins, the Ethereums out there. We know that there's the BNBs out there, and the Crows, the FTX token. We know there's some solid cryptocurrencies that over the next 5 years is going to outperform and outproduce whatever you're going to spend on those Air Jordans. Whatever you're going to spend on that card is going to depreciate next year, right? Everything else, brothers, needs to go into crypto. And I know you probably the last person I need to tell that to, right? Sue Williams, I don't know how old you are, but I know that I know that you're at least as old as I am, that when cryptocurrency started, you could have put $100 into it. And first time you heard about it, you probably did like most of us did, and you passed. And now we all have this thing in the back of our mind saying, man, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. You know, Brandon, what I do now is I walk past all the things I like and I think about how much cryptocurrency that would cost me if I bought it, right? And how much is that cryptocurrency worth today? And how much it might be worth 5 years. I have started buying soup when it's on sale if I have to. And the only reason why sometimes I have to is because I put on a few inches. You understand me? Otherwise, I'd be still using the same suits from 2013. But, you know, being in Texas, this Texas food, these beans and rice and Tex-Mex ain't been all that kind to a brother. So, yeah, I got to go buy a suit, but I ain't paying top dollar. Guarantee you that. One of my best friends used to work for the Department of the Treasury, Office of the Comptroller. He is the guy that used to go in and audit the banks. And he's fond of saying, find out where the world is going and get there first. And get there first. I know Mr. Ivey said he want to have a $10 million investment fund, but he's conservative by nature. I fully expect that Mr. Ivey's $10 million investment fund is going to turn into a $100 million investment fund. You know why? Because he's educated on it, right? And he's trying to get to where the world is going first. Right now, cryptocurrency is maturing. It's not gone mainstream. It is maturing so that it can go mainstream. Where's the world going to now? NFTs and Meta. And Brandon is educating people on that. He's putting together a training course on that. If you're not going to participate in that thing, you're going to be left behind. You're going to be left behind. And Karen Murphy, I don't know where you are, but I'm sure that just like all of us, you've had an opportunity too to get involved in the cryptocurrency space and maybe you didn't pull the trigger. All I want to do is tell you this. Now is the time to pull the trigger on whatever you can do. I guarantee you'll be a lot happier now than if you don't. 5 years from now, you're going to say one of two things. You wish you did or you're glad you did. One of those two things is going to come out your mouth 5 years from now. And the next 5 years is coming regardless. And one thing I'm going to add, I'm not going to talk about the particular business I'm in, but Brandon and Ivey talked about getting involved in crypto projects, not just buying the tokens, but getting involved in crypto projects. One of those crypto projects I got involved in last year took me from zero to a little over 200 some odd thousand in 12 months. That same project took my best friend, one of my 3 best friends I got in the whole world, took him from being homeless, trying to make $58 a day, so that he can pay for the day that he had to spend in the hotel. And he got involved in crypto. In that 12 months, he turned it into $1.3 million using that network marketing type of thing. Now, there's no guarantees of income in nothing. And I'm not guaranteed that that's going to be your level of success. Only thing I can guarantee you this is that if you don't do it, you set yourself up for failure. Because my grandfather, God rest his soul, he was born in 1905. The one thing he instilled in me is this. He said, Eric, no matter what it is you do for a living, always keep a hustle on the side. And I've always had a hustle. My grandfather taught me that. I went to the Marine Corps in 1986. I was guaranteed legal administration. I wanted to be a lawyer like my dad. Ronald Reagan bombed Libya while I was in boot camp. They made me an 0331. They said no more office jobs for nobody, your infantry. Gave me a machine gun. I weighed 168 pounds. The machine gun weighed 33 pounds. The ammo weighed 18.5 pounds. And the helmet on my head looked like it was bigger than my whole neck. My neck was wobbling like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this. I wanted to quit. It was hard. It was difficult. It was challenging. I had doubts. But the Marine Corps don't let me quit. What it did was give me the discipline that now when crypto is hard, it's difficult, it's challenging. And my best friends are telling me, Eric, stop it. You're in too deep. Eric, don't do it. You're in too deep. I realized real fast, is that the same people who would give me advice today are broke. They may have a job, so they just over broke, J-O-B, just over broke, right? But they are broke. And these same people will go in and borrow money from rich people while asking broke people for advice. You feel me? I'm going to say this. Brandon Ivy is accessible. His training is accessible. There's opportunities out there that he knows of. There's coins out there that he knows of. There's tokens out there that you, like he said, do your own research, do your own homework, that if you did that and you jump into it, you give yourself the same amount of time digging into crypto, digging into white papers, doing your research, looking into things, asking other experts, watching YouTube channels, watching Brandon Ivy when he speaks. If you spend as much time doing those things as you spend doing nonsense, the next 5 years will look a heck of a lot better for you. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure, balls and privilege just to give you that. And with that, I'm always excited to talk to anybody today about crypto. And we're at a time and a place in life when everybody wants to talk about crypto. So you find a place for you to fit in and then maximize it. You need to act as if you're sitting in a house and the house is on fire and you got to put all your time, energy, and effort into getting out of the house. You have that same mindset with crypto. Put all your time, energy, and effort into learning every single thing you can find out about crypto and then taking action on it. So many of my friends jump in with $100 onto something. And I was like, that might be a good come up, but it's not going to get you over. Especially when I know you got more than that. They might want to put $1,000 into a project and say, okay, 50,000 coins, which is Brandon Ivy's thing. If the coin's $1, you put $1,000 into it and you got 50,000 of them, it goes to $1, you're sitting at $50,000. If it goes to more than that, you're sitting at more than that. The more you can put in, the more you can leverage, the better off you will be if you find successful projects and if you find successful coins and you keep that emotional level to a minimum. Take your goals, write them down. When you write them down, stick to your goals. Don't change from your goals until you change it on paper first. Don't fly by the seat of your pants because it will cost you, like it's cost me. And I know that it's cost Mr. Ivy because nobody turns $30 into $100,000 and then have the next level of success with the next $30 at $100,000 without having a plan, without having a strategy. And ladies and gentlemen, we're all on here because we're all entrepreneurs. We're all willing to take risks. My advice to you is really mitigate your risk by knowing what you can participate in and sticking to that with a plan. And then last but not least, I'm going to put an exclamation point on what Mr. Ivy said. Pay your taxes. The tax man cometh. Mr. Ivy, back to you, brother.
Thank you, Easy. Great information. And this actually now concludes our 5-day challenge. And this is the second one we've done this year.
Pay your taxes. Told you I have a tax plan. And get your crypto up for get your cash flow up for crypto and improve your credit score as well.
From Prelvis, Eric,